All right. So you wanted to kind of touch on
Yes, but
the
before that. So, do you remember the conversation we were having the other day about that uh trans individual at Gold Gym? How the singer ended up having like a discourse with him and ended up getting banned from the gym
right,
or
right.
the membership revoked, whatever. So, did you know this is cute? So
Oh
this
no.
trans individual,
Is a gay man.
this trans person accused of exposing himself in a women's locker room was convicted of brutally beating his ex-wife before taking her name.
Wait. Where's Jesse Lee Peterson?
Beta.
What? I don't know what that even means. So the transgender person
Beta.
caught in the viral Los Angeles gym bathroom had been convicted of assaulting his now ex-wife while living in Ohio as a man before taking his victim's name as his or as their own. Alexis Black ran a full of women's in the gym of Beverly Hills, including singer-songwriter Tish Hyman, blah blah blah. Black, formerly Grant Freeman, pleaded guilty in 2022 for savagely beating his wife Alexis Freeman, causing a compound fractured jaw among other serious injuries. Kyle Grant
Oh
Freeman caused
God.
serious physical harm to the victim. The victim suffered a compound fractured mandible, which resulted in her needing surgery. This guy's a
I'm not
piece of shit.
I'm not surprised. I'm not.
Of course, it's another freaking this that decides to, oh, look at me, I'm trans, I'm going to identify as trans. What? So you can beat up women? So then when you beat up a woman, you're not going to get
What?
convicted because they'll just be like, oh, it's just a woman beating up another woman. I don't think so.
No. You remember what he was saying when he was when Tish confronted him. He said women like seeing a big hog, or however he wanted to describe it. If he was actually trans, this is one thing we've talked about before. Trans people actually feel like actual trans people, not this. This is why we just don't legislate from I feel. We didn't set up women only divisions is because one day a man might wear a dress. It wasn't because of that. It was because of we talked about that love person who was a man up until they were convicted, and then they went, "Oh, I'm trans by the way," where they went and sexually assaulted women in prison. It's not because a guy just suddenly felt like I wanted to wear a dress. But you seen what did he do in that? If a sorry, I'll clarify this. Trans people feel an immense amount of shame if they actually have gender dysphoria. Just like general body dysmorphia, people look at these things and they feel ashamed. They actually try to cover up and hide it. That's what they try to do. So this guy's sitting there talking about how big his dick is, and women like to see it.
Yeah.
So, and this was always the concern. Guys are always saying, "Hey, ladies, hey, you feminists, hey, you raging lunatics, this is a terrible idea because men can beat the brakes off of you without even breaking a sweat. I could choke you to death. I could one punch and you'd be helpless."
Freaking me out a little bit, but facts.
This, but this is how. This is
Yeah.
100% true. And you've seen how many times I'll uh, maybe I won't find the video, but there's videos of where chicks like try to pick fights with guys, and the guy just stands there. She punches, slaps him, and whatever else, does nothing until he finally responds, and it's like one punch and she's out. She gets sent halfway across the
Yeah.
room and gets put on her ass. It's like,
Yeah.
why would you invite this? This is the thing with the feminist thing we've talked about many times. It's Schrodinger's feminism. I'm a badass bitch and I don't need no man. But also, men are oppressive and they control society and all this stuff. So I don't know. I see a lot of women that they talk about, like, men make up the majority of sex assault perpetrators, the vast majority. But we're gonna allow the fox in the hen house, and then when the fox does the fox thing,
Right.
oh, who could have seen that coming? It's because women, I think because in society, we've we've rounded all the edges. We've nerfed every single corner. You don't have to worry about bears coming into your town and mauling your children to death. You don't have to worry about mountain lions coming in and killing your dogs. You don't have to worry about, the wild beasts that go bump in the night coming in and killing you. We've tamed society. We've tamed the land. So women now go, well, there's no monsters, therefore I'm equal. Therefore, I'm just as capable of defending myself from a man than anyone else. Until this guy gets another opportunity to do what he clearly did to his ex-wife, and they'll go, "Men are violent perpetrators. They're monsters. Look at them. They shouldn't be allowed in polite society." But then guys are going, "Stop. Stop having this. Stop allowing this. Are you women this fucking stupid? Are you this stupid?" The
I
people
begin
that,
to wonder.
"Hey, you shouldn't allow that. This is a bad idea." But you know what? For me, ladies, this is what you asked for. So if you want to get assaulted, clearly you're asking for it at some point when someone's saying, "Hey, no, you shouldn't do this," and you go, I know better. Like, well, I think that's a really
Well,
bad idea.
and that's the thing. Like it's just I have
Because I'm right. Because I'm right.
no shut up. I have feelings for people who actually do suffer from gender dysphoria, and I feel really bad for them. However, I'm also not naive to know that there is a massive sickness in the world of pedophiles or pervs or whatever it may be, people who just like to beat on women, prey on women and children. And I'm not stupid enough to be like, yes, let's open up the bathroom or this or that. Like, I'm sorry, man, want to be a girl, you do you, boo. But there should be a separate bathroom for you're going to the guy's bathroom. I'm sorry, but that is just the way that it is. If I was like, honestly, if I was trans and I was a trans male, I wouldn't be going into the men's bathroom. I would want either a trans bathroom or I'll go into the female bathroom. And I'll be like, listen, guys, I'm a girl. I swear to God. But then I don't know. Like, it's not cool.
I'm trying to find that article. I can't
Predatorial
remember.
Pandora's box. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually, wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 100%. No, 100%, Todd. I 100% agree. They've
Mhm.
opened up that women are just as capable as men. And now when these start happening, they're going, men are terrible monsters. But men are terrible monsters and they assault women. Also, let's open up women only spaces to those same predators. You think, there was always the whole thing of like, priests, love doing stuff to little kids. There's the whole thing with the Boy Scouts and that type of stuff going on there, that children are being assaulted and stuff like that. You think predators don't go where their prey is? What is the big one now?
Oh,
Schools.
100% they do.
Yeah.
Teachers, sorry, priests, and anything that has to do with um
In a
around
position
children.
of
That's
a
literally
Yeah,
what they're gonna do.
in a position of trust where normally a parent would give, like, they give a little bit of leniency, but now parents are going, I don't want my children anywhere around these freaks. As we talked about, we showed last time, a teacher gave an assignment to a bunch of kids about describing their sexual desires or their sexual fantasies in detail.
So gross.
You think predators aren't going to go and do this type of stuff? And when guys are going, "Hey, that's terrible," 100% homeschool your kids if you can, or at least find a community, that you can. I know there's a lot of co-ops and stuff that are coming, they're becoming very prominent, and COVID was a big, you know, really spurred that on because
I wish we could.
people finally got to see what was being taught in schools. And notice
Yeah, yeah.
during COVID, that's when all of that came out. People went, "What is your teacher talking about?" And then teacher said, "You can't have anyone that can hear us." They started putting in these weird stipulations. I can't indoctrinate your kids if your parents hear what we're talking about. Tell
Right.
me about your weird little kinks and all that other stuff. Like this is what these teachers have done. Is it Channel? No, what the hell's her name? She's been really good at documenting this.
Well, the thing is, like, if that is something that you financially can do, is
This lady.
homeschool your kids, do it. 100% do it.
Not that lady.
That's not a lady. That's a man, baby. I gotta put that
Her.
on the soundboard.
Channel Fall. She's done quite a bit to expose a lot of this. She's done a lot of that within Canada.